What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in, watching Michael Gray Dev, aka the Flamingo, aka Mike Flair. That's my other channel. This is going to be the all IT channel. Everything I've done in IT, whether it's education, some of the journeys I've been on, some of the jobs I've worked at, because I've worked at just about every level. I've worked at networking, I worked in IT help desk, and I've worked in systems, and I've worked in now currently I'm working in dev, back end web development. So, with that being said, the title of this video is "What Personality is AI Replacing?" When I first started in IT, sometimes even now, there's this personality, there's this person. It could be man or woman. When you start there and you're a junior or you just starting and you don't have the confidence as of yet to really know what you're doing. And in some jobs, they have you in a situation that even though you're new, if you make a mistake or take something down, you're going to lose your job. It's a lot of pressure, a lot of things to think about. And you run into this personality that not only do you have that on your mind, when you have any questions or you have any reservations and you run it by them, they'll look at it like, I'm going to show you this one time kind of deal. They don't like repeating. They don't like going over stuff. Sometimes they just give you notes that they have or commands. When I worked at in networking in the ISP place, they had this thing called a tree pad, like a text editor pretty much. You just save a lot of text files and stuff, and they would give it to you, and they had all the commands in there. And the thing that made it tough is if you didn't know how to use those commands, they're useless. And you try to find somebody to mentor you or kind of help you through it, but 80 to 90% of the time, they either busy or they just have a bad personality. They're not good at teaching it. They're just good at knowing it and learning it for themselves, but they're not good at giving back. In my opinion, if you're new, starting in IT, web development, programming, AI will be your friend. It will be that person that you can tap on the shoulder and say, where do I put this? Where do I put that? How do I start from scratch? Sometimes that's the hardest part in either programming or development is starting from scratch. Systems, you can start from scratch, but most of the time, like when you're in a terminal using Linux or you are using Windows, or you can kind of build scripts that you can use over and over and just place in like a template or something and place in those different phrases like that you need to use. Networking is the same way. I think when you get into ACLs, it's a whole nother animal. But I bet you if you use AI, that would actually help you as well. And that personality of I'm only gonna show you once, I'm not gonna help you on this twice, and you need to figure it out, and just pretty much like being abrasive in the teaching part of it, not being patient, right? Because some people forget that they started from somewhere too, and somebody had to help them. But I think if you know how to ask questions, it'll teach you how to ask questions. Because if you talk to AI or type prompted and you give it a vague question, it's going to give you a vague answer. And you have to learn how to be specific with using AI. So, with that being said, give me 1 second. I'm going to set up my screen. And we're going to just do something real quick. I don't want to do nothing crazy. Something real quick. How to use AI for your own practical application. You can use it for random stuff, but I don't think it's going to replace people. I think it's going to replace people that don't want to help people learn or help people kind of get over their hump of starting. And I think AI is a great tool to use even for everyday stuff, but you have to open your mind up to the possibility of learning something new. So with that being said, thanks for watching. So far, give me 1 second and I am going to start. We're going to play around real fast with some AI, and I can show you how to use it from a developer standpoint, me being a developer. So after taking a quick break, switching out my glasses, putting on my Ray-Ban so I can hear my phone in case I get a notification or something. Let's talk about AI. Let's get into it real quick. Let me switch screens and let's talk about. First, let's make a new project. Let's just say, because I'm in HTML stuff. Just HTML stuff. Create project. Now I'm in a project. So everything that I type in here is going to be related to HTML. So let's say I want to make a simple landing page with a video background. Can you make me a simple landing page with a video background? And also, if I can spell right, me a style sheet that is mobile adaptable as well. And what I mean by mobile adaptable, some people call it query or mobile, it'll resize whether you're on mobile phone, um, whether you're on a mobile phone, tablet, or a computer screen. Let's put a style sheet that resizes for tablet and mobile also. So what am I doing here? I am pretty much making something instead of starting from scratch because I know web development. I have it make this for me, and check this out. It just did it. A whole index file. Like instead of you having to do boilerplate and all this can be your boilerplate now, right? This is your CSS. Yep, you resetting border box, font family, pretty much. Video background is the container. And that's the video. That's the overlay content. Yep, H1P. And then the responsive design, right? You could have said responsive too. Sometimes when I be talking to it, I just talk regular. You can do responsive design. Sometimes those little detailed things escape my thoughts sometimes because I don't remember it off the top of my head. But yeah, responsive design. It just did that for tablet and small mobile. And if I want to, I can go onto my. Look at it. It even tell you I can do a React, the Next.js version, a WordPress theme, or add animations or scroll effects. Just tell me what you want. And see, this, after you build it and set it up, you can go back and say, hey, give me an animation for so-and-so. Give me an animation for this. But let's try making a quick project real quick while I got time. And let's see what it gave us, right? Let's go to VS Code. Oh, that's another one I got open, but I'm going to close this one and make a whole new project. All right, let's use this video. Take this video, copy. How long is it? That may be too long. That's fine. That'll work. Copy. While it's doing that, let's go ahead and put the HTML from ChatGPT in here. Let's see what it gives us. Copy. No errors so far. Save. CSS. Let's copy. And the thing that's beautiful about this is that when you know it, you can go in and make the changes that you need if it's not doing exactly what you want it to do. But it's good to not have to start from scratch, though. I promise you. Let me rename this. Example MP4. Let's go to the CSS when it had the video. I think it had it somewhere up here. Nope. Let me see. Let's see. We got. Let's run this. Let's go live and see what it got so far. Well, not working yet. Give me 1 second. Let me see. We're gonna lure live right here. I think I know what I need to do right. I didn't do right. Hold on. There we go. Save. Let's see where it's at now. There you go. Look at that. That's just the HTML part. Now I can go in and do this if I want to. I can put it on top of that. But just that quick, it made like a quick index running old podcast that we do. Check that out on CTM TV, Thinking Game Podcast. Check that out. But as you can see, it worked for the most part. I think if I was to, it ain't gonna resize the video. I think because I gotta do that with the container. But that's the start though. If I had more time, I would really delve into it, but I really don't have a whole bunch of time because I got to go get ready to go do some stuff. But I wanted to say that, hey, you don't have to be an expert. Like, you can literally come in here, talk to it. It can make you some quick code, and then you can start to build off of that instead of starting from zero. And it built the header, the body. If I wanted to put some JS in there, I could. Put a script JS in there, I could. And you can tell, it even labeled it, video background, overlay content. I'm sure if I went here, I could probably resize it based on that. Down here somewhere, the video background and stuff, I could do that as well. But I just wanted to say that AI is not all bad. You just have to know how to use it and what to use it for. How can it help you be better? So with that being said, this is just making the first video on here. We'll be making plenty more, but I just wanted to say that AI is going to be replacing that kind of person. If you ask them like, hey, where would I put this video? How can I make a div for a video background, a div section? And I don't know, look it up. Go to W3 Schools. You can go to W3 Schools and you can ask ChatGPT to build you a whole index page. And then you can go from there and build and learn and build. And like I said at the bottom, if you need React.js, a Next.js version, or WordPress theme, you can do that. All of it's available to you. You just got to know how to ask it the right questions. This is Mike Deb, the Flamingo. Let me know in the comments what you think. Like I said, I had to do a quick one. I'm trying to really get a flow of making IT videos for this channel. I just wanted to do this real quick with AI and show, like, as a web developer, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to start out as the best. Use AI as your tool, as that person that's sitting next to you and say, what you think about this? And it can give you a quicker, more efficient way to build stuff instead of having to go all the way around the world to build something. You realize you could have just went halfway down the block. So, and with that being said, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'm signing out.